Give me about 5 minutes.
All right, gotcha.
Send me the link.
You got it.
All right.
Thanks, man. Fuck yes. Yeah.
See, he's trying to look for those whiteheads too.
He's a goddamn hero.
Ellis, are you wearing a turtleneck?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I had to wear my glasses, so I figured I'd do a whole Steve Jobs thing. Plus, I use it as a mask because I don't always freaking wear a mask.
Got it. Nice.
This is the most awake I've been for one of these ever.
Oh my God, you look fantastic.
This is the most tired I've been.
Oh.
Why you always gotta one up people?
I know. Why am I doing that? I'm sorry. Ew.
You're gonna one up people all the time. I feel triggered.
All the time? No, not all the time.
Let's get it.
Good people of Sacramento, hello and welcome back to the NOS. That's the 916 News on the Street. I am your host, Ellis Rodriguez. This is a show, a podcast, a Zoom. I don't know what it is. It's for of my bestest, closest, funniest, hilarious comedian friends reacting to today's Sacramento news. And today is March the 18th. And I am joined as always by the one and only most lovely, beautiful Aurora Singh. Everybody at home, give it up, please.
I thought you were going to say Steph, the lovely, beautiful Steph.
Hey,
and of course,
I was getting ready to step up.
The lovely, beautiful, and talented Steph Sanders.
Hey!
You look a lot smarter without something silly on your head. It's crazy. And then you always have something crazy on your head.
I know, man. I couldn't find it today. It's okay. I got something for y'all next week.
Well, you came in last minute anyway. You're the dude. And then also we got filling in as well. Starting to become a regular, Mr. David Shapiro.
David Shapiro, ladies and gentlemen. David Shapiro represents your court.
Or whatever the hell your name is. Y'all are looking like to me. Okay.
And it represents you in court as well.
I thought today would be, we'll start off with, there's a story in the Sacramento Bee, and the headline was Unbearable, Sacramento Asian Community Stunned by Atlanta Shootings Demand Change. The story, it's about, you guys heard about the shootings. I mean, I think Steph actually brought it up. And you can go ahead and talk about that. But I do think it was interesting that this is a national story, but that it's affecting everybody everywhere, right? To the point where the Sacramento Asian community is also, talking about the things that are happening to them. And I think these things ramp up. We did the story, I don't know, a couple of days ago or whatever, about that person that was leaving like a dead cat in the parking lot at some whatever. Those are the little things that lead up to these like shootings and whatnot. And I just, I think it's, I don't know. I think it's awful that this is happening at all. I think it's awful it's happening in Sacramento. Not that we're saints, but I thought we would be less racist, than most places,
Sacramento?
Yes.
Okay.
When we do these stories, I'm always shocked about how racist we are. I'm always the one that's like, can you believe that? And Steph's like, of course.
Yeah, no, I'm not. What's funny is that not funny, but ironic is that the guy is trying to make it that it wasn't Asian, it was sex. It was basically against these places were doing happy endings, and he was against that, but it happened to be Asian, and so nobody's buying that really, but the fact that it's it happened to be 8 Asian women, that's horrible. But yeah, like you said, I mean, I'm from a place where there's covert and overt racism, and I'm from a place where there's overt all the time. Sacramento is one of the most covert racist places I've ever been. So that's why when I came here, the racism it was nuanced and different, but as much. So I do see, and it's like almost it's almost. You
guys feel that?
Pick a color, take.
Aurora, do you feel that in Sacramento that it's as racist as like the South is just covert?
I mean, not in,
It's not, they not,
I would
they're not
say,
front,
I
like,
would say like Midtown, maybe like Midtown, downtown, like I feel fine, but like yeah, you start going to like the outskirts of Sacramento, like actually,
how
yeah,
many people came out when Trump was president? How many people really came out of their houses and was like, showed you, we going to the Capitol,
yeah,
wait for this to happen. I was
I,
hiding
I
my,
tend to think of them as like the really loud minority. I don't tend to think
Yeah,
of them.
no, that's I mean
No.
they're loud, but there's a lot of them, right? Like
I would, I'm sorry, I was just going to say that, like, I think like just growing up here, it's, first of all, Sacramento is so segregated, like when it comes to where the Black communities are, the Asian communities, the Hispanic communities, the white communities, like it's super segregated, number one.
But see, I
And
don't think
number
so. I mean, you've been in New York. That's
it's
segregated. That's like, this is the Jewish neighborhood.
yeah, but
right, but
out
that
of
has
the-
to do with like immigration, where here it's like where people could survive.
Mhm.
I think it's like a different setup where like when you move to the West Coast, it's like, or you got taken to the West Coast, you like, it was like you had to be there because of, for survival. And also because like Black people couldn't get jobs and stuff like that. And so I think it's pretty racist, because if you go anywhere, I was like, oh, it's just Midtown and like Middle Sacramento's fine, but no, Midtown and downtown's probably fine, but then anywhere else is like Fab 40s, there's a bunch of racists. Then you go to Fair Oaks and Arden Park, and it's like, oh, there's a decent neighborhood and then like a racist neighborhood. It's just like they're everywhere.
I like to echo what Steph said. Like I've lived in 3 places myself, like Chicagoland, and then Central Missouri, and then Sacramento. And I growing up in Chicagoland, like at least in my city, everyone just kind of was with everyone, right? Like we were all just people. And then Missouri was definitely like, oh shit, this is like some overt racism. Like this is like, wow, like we're in the middle of it. But in Sacramento, it's I agree, it's covert. It's I see it more in people's attitudes, because obviously there's not a lot. I don't experience a lot of racism. There's not like a video game halo over my head that says like Jew. But I think people here are quietly intolerant. Passively intolerant.
Conservative. So most conservatives are going to be like, they want their own. They're in
right.
thinking, they don't expand that and so forth.
And that's why I agree with Steph.
Yeah,
that's why I agree with Steph, because it's like they're everywhere in Sacramento, like every neighborhood.
I know it happens. I was walking down the street with Sydney one time, and I had a stupid mustache that day, just because I did or whatever. But then some guy was like driving by, and he looks out and he just calls me a nigger. He's like, "What's up, nigger?" or some shit, and honks his horn. And Sydney was shocked. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, that happens, So it's not like I don't think it happens, but I thought that especially, I did think it was the minority. I do think that the majority of people in Sacramento are pretty like open-minded, and what I'm saying is like, there's enough of them that you're going to always be confronted by it. But in general, like Sacramento is one of the least racist places I've ever been, in my opinion.
But how many people are tolerant of the guy that calls you the N-word from the car, right?
And complicit. So they
right.
The silence is complicit. I don't give them that much credit, Wells, where you're like, there's this majority, generally people are open-minded. I don't think so. I just think they're quiet. So the minority, that little minority you're talking about, yeah, they do the
Southern California in general, we're a big Democratic blue state, right? Like you would think,
but I mean,
the majority of people are pretty open-minded.
If you're Democratic, it doesn't make you non-racist, anti-racist.
Have you guys seen any anti-Asian specifically stuff, like out and about, or no?
Yeah, it's almost like pick your color right now. Black folks was being last year, now, and step up to the plate and take your licks. Now it's the Asian community. I saw
an article.
Happy as shit right now. They're like, finally.
I saw an article that said how Black people can show that they're allies with Asian with the Asian community.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
I saw it on TikTok, and I read it, and my first thing was the same reaction as the person that put it on TikTok was shouldn't the article be how white people can
Right.
ally with Asian people right now, or
I
how
saw that
white
too, and I'm
people,
like, why you put it on us? Like,
yeah, like what white people can do to find mental health support to not shoot up Asian spas, you know,
We've
like
been
it
down
should
with
be.
Asian people since Wu-Tang. I mean,
yeah, we don't fool with them at all. Much Asian and much Chinese food as black folks eat in New York. Get out of here. We don't fool with none of them. We don't care. We yeah, no, man.
It's just like the whole Asians getting attacked in the streets, it makes me sick to my stomach. And honestly, last night I like cried about it because I was so upset. I'm just like, why are people going out and killing Asian people just because of no reason and shooting? And then the fact that this white guy has a sheriff or whatever saying, oh, he had a bad day. Oh, he had a bad day. Like, I'm like,
that was crazy. That was
I had some words behind closed doors that I can't say in the public about this whole situation, but I'm just like, are you and then you're gonna put it on black people? Like, I just can't. Like, I just can't. It just makes me lose all hope for humanity in our future. Like,
That's what makes you even madder. They never own it. It's like they took Dylan Roof to get McDonald's or fast food after he shut up the church. I mean, you know, it's like there's always an excuse.
It makes me so mad. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
If I ever see any anti-Asian thing, I don't even know what I would do. If I felt safe enough, I probably would go rip it down or do something. But yeah, I'm ready to fight.
On a follow-up story, I heard. Did you guys? Maybe we just mentioned it real quick. That teacher.
From Grant.
That was doing the slanty eye things or whatever.
No, what happened?
There was a teacher, and then somebody caught her on video.
At Grant High School.
And she's like, "Oh, Asians, like if it's down, it's
don't do it, Ellis."
Oh, because then you get caught, you get canceled. Anyway, she was doing slant eyes and talking about which way they go. You could be Chinese or Japanese or something.
Oh man!
And somebody got a video of this, and you're like, "Oh my god!" Right? Well, apparently, that teacher, I guess her side was, or something like that. That's just a portion of the video. Is her doing that, right? Right before that, that's her addressing that's not okay. Like, she's saying that somebody was making an anti-Asian comment, and she's saying, don't make anti-Asian comments. And hey, I know even when I was a kid, we used to do this slanty eye thing or whatever, and that's very hateful, and don't do it.
But then that's all you got to say. You don't have to demonstrate what the slanty eye thing is, right?
Oh, I'm with you.
like when I'm explaining like slurs for Jews or Italians, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, none of them compare to like the N-word, but if I'm never like, oh, you know the N-word, and then like I never say it afterward, right? Because that would be perpetuating.
That's a good point.
Like, you know, right. Like.
Because that was my thought too. It was like, okay, but maybe that's the context of what she was doing. But even in that moment, she was smiling her fucking ass off. She was like, ding, ding, ding. She was like into it. You know what I mean? It was like, even if she said something right before or after that, there wasn't like a solemn look on her face that she was like, I can't believe this was happening. You know, she was jumping in.
That's almost like if someone's like, I'm not going to hit you, but if I did, it would hurt really bad. It would feel like this and like punch you. It's so like, look, you didn't need to punch me.
You have no empathy for this teacher, if that's what she was saying, because that you guys are talking about, everybody's racist. Well, a lot of people are upset. A lot of people are going after that lady and her fam. So that is that the loud minority of people that are like, hey, we need to stop making fun of Asian people in schools? Or is that, in my opinion, that's like the largest group of people that are upset when somebody does something like this?
Yeah, but then you get into performative activism, and it's really easy to be like, oh no, like on your computer, don't do that. That's terrible.
Yeah.
What does performative activism mean? What does that mean?
It means doing things for the sake of saying, like, it means going to the rally for the sake of being there, like, and Instagram selfieing your story. Like, look, I care about Black people now because I'm at this rally this summer, which is not what I did. Now that I should be careful saying things like that. Doing things for just so you can say you did them, not for the right reason. Steph, would you say that's right?
Yeah, no, that's right. And I was gonna say, Ellis, so again, it goes into that thing of, oh no, we may feel that way, but we can't do that in public. You don't do that as a teacher. But so you're the racist or anti-racist, and if you're not anti-racist, you may not want those things to be done in public or done in front of your child, but you do them at home, or you whatever the case may be. So it's like we, you know how we act. We don't do this. We don't do that here. And if I'm a business owner and I feel that way, I'm going to hire some black folks just to keep people off my back, EEO and so forth and so on. But I'm not. It's not like I'm pro-black or with them and everything. But I'm going to show that, okay, I got a good face. I got some black employees. So
let me ask you guys a question. A group of stand-up comics. Would you go on stage and tell a joke with the slanty eyes as the premise and then demonstrate it?
Not in 2021, no.
Absolutely, I would.
Not in 2021.
In fact, all you people at home, stop doing racial jokes. That you leave that to us. You leave that to the professionals.
Well,
David, because we had this discussion, and there's so many things I would not have done 3 years ago now, or that I did 3 years ago.
No, I think
if you came up with a hilarious, what? Go ahead.
I said I personally have done a joke that is racially insensitive on stage in my first year of comedy, and I will never do it again. It was people laughed, like they laughed a lot. It was in Reno, but
if you came up with a hilarious ass Asian joke and you had to do it, and then you get to do the slanty eyes thing, and it's hilarious, and it's not anti-Asian, you wouldn't do it.
Not now, no.
Pussies.
I'm just saying, like, if it's something that makes comics say, "Ooh, I don't know," like maybe a teacher shouldn't be doing it at all.
Right, a teacher shouldn't be doing it at all. But
that's a great point.
We gotta do it. I think we're also
like. Could you imagine a teacher going into a classroom and being like, "Oh, you know what? Let me tell you about dick pics" to a bunch of third graders?
And that's a great point. Like, because comedians pretty much, we're here to push the envelope. Like, we're going to push things a little further than people are comfortable with. And if even some of us are like, I won't do it, I won't even touch that, that's a pretty good sign for an educator.
Funny, that I wouldn't do it because we don't think it's funny, but the rest of the world is so sensitive now. It's so different. I mean, like Kevin Hart.
And that's why we should be doing it.
I think
do it, because we need to get everybody back up to that line and show everybody where the line is.
There, Alex. It's a whole new generation of people that are.
And I'm doing it. I don't care. Now I'm writing hella Asian jokes. Next time
no.
I'm on stage, I'm slanty eyeing it like a mug. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But you know what? Like, I get a really interesting reaction when I do talk about race, however I talk about it. Because like I'll really quickly establish that I'm Jewish. And from that point on, people don't know.
The most racist people ever.
We own everything.
God's people, everybody else.
But people don't know what I'm allowed. They don't know what I'm allowed to do or say. Like, they don't, like, I'll say something about, whatever. And they're like, wait, can you make fun of other people? Are you allowed?
And I'm gonna do Jewy eyes as well. I'm gonna do a whole.
I have a Jewy eye joke. You never heard the dollar face emoji? You know, the one with the dollar signs for eyes?
Yeah.
That's Jew eyes.
Ellis is gonna get canceled 2021. Cancel Ellis.
You know what? If you're a comedian and you're going up to the line, you're pushing comedy to the edge, right? How can you not be canceled in 5 years? If you're right on the line, that's what, like, people are looking at.
If you're good at it,
all these old comics, and they're like, "Oh, he said this, he said that." Yeah, he was right at the line. It wasn't appropriate when he said it. When he said it, it was funny because it was inappropriate, and that's the most inappropriate thing you can do before people turn on you.
Right.
So 5 years from now, when society advances, that person's going to be over the line.
So you think Dave should? Well, I mean, look at Eddie Murphy. He's not canceled, right? And he definitely said some shit in his 2 specials in the 80s that was over the line. Now,
those things are so classic.
But he's gotten a lot of flack. He's getting a lot of stuff for it now.
He is now, but okay, like, I think
giving Eddie Murphy's shit for Raw?
For like the anti-gay stuff and or homophobia stuff when he talked about the honeymooners. So he gets.
He's the only one. That's the most. What's one of the most pro-gay bits I've ever heard from that time period?
Well,
making light of it and
It's
just
a lot of
including
stuff.
them?
But they don't like that. They don't. This everybody again. Everybody's really sensitive now, and what they don't like, they want to cancel you. If you step over any line they don't like, you know, is that how
I think that's too far.
it is. It is.
And that's why I think like Chappelle does a masterful job of showing where the line is and saying, "Isn't this stupid?"
Yeah.
And he doesn't care, and he shouldn't. But we have
You know what, Sacramento, you can cancel these nuts. Okay.
I agree with you. Like I agree with
slanty eye jokes all the
Steph,
time.
you just said it. Like it's Aurora definitely just said it. Like it's the comic's job to show where the line is.
Got a social commentary. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to another story. This one's fun. The Tower Theater in Sacramento is reopening, right? Because we're in the red tier. Sacramento, good job. Right? Do you guys ever go to Tower Theater?
Yes.
I've been to Tower Theater one time.
Tower Cafe.
I love that theater. It is reopening, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but the Tower Theater, which is historic, is going to reopen as the Tower Theater by Angelica, because some company called Angelica, I guess, bought the Tower Theater, and then they're going to be reopening. There's a news story. I think all the Cinemarks are going to reopen.
Cinemark. 25%
Century Laguna, Century Doco, Century Greenback, Cinemark Yuba, Century Arden, 14 and XD. All of those are reopening. Are you guys going to the theaters here in Sacramento?
No.
Wherever, or like, what do you mean? When?
Like,
I will go when more people are vaccinated and or COVID is gone.
I will go when Black Widow is in theaters. I don't care if I'm vaccinated or I'll wear a mask.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
none of these
Black
movies. Widow. I was gonna go through top upcoming movies and see, would you go see this movie? Is it worth risking Corona?
Oh, let's do it.
All right. There's a movie coming out called Godzilla versus King Kong.
No.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. Are you gonna risk going to the theater?
No.
I might, because I was thinking, I don't think anybody's gonna go to the theater. While all you guys are zigging and I zag, it's just me by myself in the movie theater.
I don't want to pay. I got a personal rule about what movies I'll pay for in the theater.
And they also pre-sell the seats, right? So you know where you're gonna be sitting. All right. Would you guys see? And I know
puppy's so cute, little puppy.
There's a new dog. There's a new movie called Space Dogs Tropical Adventures. It's an animated dog movie.
Fuck no. And I'm holding a dog.
No.
I'm not gonna spend money on that.
I echo David. Yes, he speaks for both of us.
Okay.
I'm co-signing David's response.
Yeah.
I'm taking Mario out of the shop.
What?
Mortal Kombat opens April 16th.
No.
I'm not risking my life for that. I'm not risking my life.
Good Mortal Kombat movie?
No.
Isn't there new Justice League too?
Yeah, that's Snyder's cut on HBO. I'm definitely gonna be watching that. Okay, what about Black Widow?
Yes.
Aurora?
I'm not risking my life. I'm not risking
your life for back.
You know what?
On the MCU.
If Natasha Romanoff is going to risk her life fighting for me, then I'm going to risk my life watching her.
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going, but I can have sentimental value there. Yeah.
Well, I have a code. Man has to have a code, and any MCU movie, any Fast and Furious movie, I'm spending money on.
Yeah, me too. May 20. Well, not every Fast and Furious movie. Damn, you're weird. Okay, Ryan Reynolds is doing Free Guy. Have you seen the trailer for that one?
Oh, that was supposed to be pre-pandemic.
Yeah, I want to see that. I don't know if I'm going to the movie theater for it. Cruella.
No.
Yes.
Are you going to go to the theater to see Cruella?
No, I'm kidding. I will not risk my life for any of these movies.
And then Shang-Chi comes out in July. I can't wait. I'm seeing Shang-Chi. I'm going to see Shang-Chi. I'm going to see Black Widow. And I'm going to go see that Godzilla movie.
You didn't mention Without Remorse with Michael B. Jordan.
Let me see. I don't see.
Why would you risk your life for any of these movies when you could go to the drive-ins?
because
people
the
keep
drive-in does not give you the
run
same
over at the
experience
drive-in.
for a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It does. It doesn't. Yeah.
What's the name of that movie you said Michael B. Jordan's on?
Without Remorse.
When does that come out?
That's how I'm going to see Black Widow without
April
remorse.
30th.
All right. Well, anyway, if you're in Sacramento and you love movies, you should go. There's a bunch of Gunda, Hope, The Rookies, Monday, Fatherhood, as luck would have it, My True Fairy Tale Tunnel. There's some movies here that they say they're coming out in theaters, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing that?
Okay,
But-
wait.
movies.
I want to say something about the renaming.
Yeah.
That's stupid, and I don't know why companies haven't figured it out. But they can call it whatever. They could change the whole name. Like, for instance, you could have a large basketball stadium called Arco, and you could change it to Power Balance Pavilion. People are still going to call it Arco,
Yes.
right?
Don't.
Like this
Until they
happens
don't.
across the country at different stadiums, and it even happened in Chicago with the Sears Tower, and
Yeah.
the Willis Company bought it, and they're like, now it's the Willis Tower. Nah, you call it what you want. It's
What you
the
talking
Sears
about,
Tower.
Willis?
That right? Like, it's the Sears Tower. So
Yeah.
like, if you're gonna do it, you got to be creative about it, and you got to work.
Well, they
your
think they're still
name.
calling it the Tower Theater. But they're just
Yeah.
they're just adding Angelica to it.
That, I guess that's the smartest way to do it. But
Yeah. For marketing's sake, you have to put your new name on it. At some, I mean, you got to.
but what does that company do? Do you know?
They run theaters.
Oh,
They run
Then
little
they
small
should-
independent.
then they should
they're a
say-
chain.
then they should say Tower Theater run by Angelica.
They did.
Yeah.
Tower Theater
But
by
you-
Angelica.
I would say run by. That's an important word there.
That's a bunch that's add on. You need to
I
talk to
don't
the
know who this Angelica girl is, but I want to be friends with her.
She's from Rugrats. She runs shit.
the Tower Theaters are kind of almost always like in danger of going down or something because they play all those small independent movies and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They're pretty cool.
You know,
if you're in Sacramento, go to the movies.
First 3 weeks of movies out. That's why the concessions are so high.
Yeah. Okay. 2 more stories. Now, this story, I love it. Look up CBS Sacramento 13. Man goes on rampage at Antelope Wingstop over botched order. Customer vandalizes Antelope Wingstop after wrong order. So you got to go look this up. But it's this dude. He's rocking some drugs, some pretty nice Jordans actually, some retros. And then he walks in to the Wingstop and he's mad. Apparently he's missing 5 wings. So he loses his shit and then actually picks up their register and starts slamming it on the ground and then picks it up and chucks it out and chucks it through the window, you know, because he didn't get a refund because he was missing 5 wings.
Well, Ellis, the part of the story that they forgot to put out was that he was just having a bad day.
Maybe he was gassy. Maybe he was gassy.
He was, though.
You know what?
He's taking
Like,
them being serious.
Just down the street from me, they got Kiki's. And on Tuesday, they have dollar tenders.
Yep.
My guy should go there. And that way, if they short him 5, they'll probably just give him 5 more.
More. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't Wingstop wouldn't give him his refund or give him 5 wings?
Apparently,
what made him get all
I think
excited?
they maybe tried to offer him the wings or something, but then he wanted a refund. And they're like, we're not giving you, it's against policy. We can't give you a
But
refund.
now they got to pay a lot more.
So he wanted a refund
your
and he
couch,
wanted the
nigga.
wings.
Right.
What?
He wanted the wings and a refund.
I think he just wanted a refund. But regardless, no matter what you're doing, you can't pick up a register and break it and throw it through a window.
People are tired. People are, all this pent up frustration, man, being in the
Mhm.
house,
Yeah.
not going anywhere, not doing anything. It comes out in different ways, man.
And he hungry. You know what I mean? He missing his wings.
Oh,
He just wants his wings.
poor baby was hangry.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
And that might have been like the first time he ordered Wingstop and like he looking forward to it 6 months, 8 months. He's like, yeah,
saucy.
He's like, I got that
Good.
stimmy. I finally feel
Right.
okay.
I got these new J's and his wings.
looking
Yeah.
flossy.
Yeah,
And then who's the person that videotaped it? That's always funny to me.
you never know.
Yeah. But my man, he
The
really
same person as the kid in the school with the teacher.
yeah.
Wait, Ellis, I want to see the video. Can you send it to us?
I will
send it to
send
me.
it to you.
I want to
I
see
wanna
that.
see this.
video.
I
Is
love
there-
seeing
is there
videos like
sound?
that.
Is there sound or is it just video?
I think it's kind of And I don't even, man, damn it.
I love watching videos of people losing their shit like that. I think maybe a little bit of me respects them for just letting go. Oh God, that's terrible.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go.
You say that until you're related to someone who acts like that, and then you have a completely different viewpoint of it.
All right, I'm gonna send this to you guys real quick so you guys can see it. Maybe.
But you could just share it on the screen.
No.
Okay.
Can I do a news alert? So
yes,
now,
please.
Our attorney general just got confirmed in the Biden's cabinet. So now California has to get a new attorney general. So Newsom has some decisions.
Ooh, that was my last story.
Oh.
So my last, well, actually not that, but tell me that again.
So basically, our attorney general just got confirmed into President Biden's cabinet. So now Governor Newsom has a decision to make, along with fighting this recall. He has to get a new attorney general.
That was my story, is the recall, which I just thought was funny. They dropped the numbers. They need 1.5 mil, I think, and they're at two. They're well over 2.
Yeah.
And so far, Steph is right. He said that he said it might make the ballot, right? You say it might make the ballot, but they won't recall him. Right. It's just turned into a straight up Republican Democrat, like on a national level.
And a waste of money.
Millions of dollars are about to get raised to keep a governor that we just voted for.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be an influx of like dozens of people that want to run, celebrities, people that are running just on. Remember, like, didn't Gary Coleman, recipe, ran and shit like that? We're looking at one of those situations, right? Where, everybody's going to be running.
I think Gary Coleman and Webster ran together because it was like a whole person.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Lieutenant Governor. Look at the numbers, though. On the petition, 64% of them were GOP. That makes sense, right? And Democrats is only 1.6%, which is fine. But it's literally 49.48%. It's 50% female. 50% of women in California hate, or the 50% of the women that are the people that hate the governor were female.
Because they want to date him and can't. And so
I thought his numbers would be way better.
I think you got a lot of small business owners who were affected by the shutdown. And I think a lot of women own businesses, and it's been kind of murky as to which businesses can be open and which businesses can't be previous to, yesterday. So I think you have a lot of people mad at him because of that only.
Yeah.
Which is silly. Like,
it's a crazy ass job. 2.1 million people hate you. 2.1 million people.
I mean, we should all be so lucky though.
You're not going to satisfy everybody. Yeah, exactly.
Like the four of us, like as performers, like I hope to get to a point where that many people hate me. I just hope that many people like me also.
Like Dr. Dre said, good or bad publicity, it's all good.
I don't know. I feel bad for the news. You know what I mean? My man is in the middle of a pandemic, whatever. I think everybody was talking about too. My man was like really trying to get ready for a presidential run.
I was about to ask, you think
he
can still do it?
Yeah.
I mean, the last president raped people, and
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, he just might not win this state.
I don't know. It's better than Cuomo, I guess.
Oh.
No Cuomo.
Yeah, he got to resign, man.
No.
If the charges are substantiated, he got to go ahead and resign.
Yeah. And that's all the news stories I got. We got a happy news story, Aurora.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Or green beer. How much green beer did you drink yesterday, Aurora?
A lot.
Zero green beer, but I did have oh my God, my voice. I did have some Guinness and some Jameson.
Irish car bomb?
I didn't do that, but I should have. I made a video of me pouring a Guinness, and then Drew got home. He's like, you should have put a shot of Jameson in it to finish it. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. So I fucked up.
You're not
my
really
last Guinness.
You're not really Irish.
Not really. Leprechauns hate you right now.
I had four green beers and 2 yellow ones. And a couple.
Yellow.
Why were some yellow? Did
Yeah.
they not? They ran out of food
Yeah,
coloring.
they ran out. And I felt like a little bitch being like, can you make it green? Like a kid, you know? It's not green. So then I was like, nah, whatever. I'll
Pay
just
for the stuff. You pay for it, show money.
No, I wasn't. It was on the comics tab. Matter of fact, yeah, we had a good show last night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the show is. Oh, that's good news. It's local-ish. You know,
Yeah.
We did a live show. I wasn't supposed to do any time, but I got to do 5 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
Woo!
yeah, Rip City.
I started by telling the audience that I hated them, so it was a lot of fun.
Who else was on the show? There was a bunch of those.
Asia, me, Drew, Javon Whitlock.
Javon Whitlock is savage.
He's so funny.
That dude was so fun. That dude, like his writing too, like this man. Javon was so good. There was no reason for him to be that funny last night in that room, and he nailed it. So anyway, that's going to be the news for today. Shapiro, let's actually start with you. Where can we find you online? What's your social media and what do you got?
My across all social media. What's that?
Go back. Start again.
Oh, okay. My social media handle is LuckyJew22 all across the board. And you can find me on the Suzette Vanetti show on Sunday nights. And here,
Great on that show.
I think I'm great. You know, I mean, the guests are always good.
Great.
We're coming to see ya.
Oh yeah,
April 11th.
11th
okay.
to the we're coming to the brunch.
Okay, cool.
Can we get a VIP table?
Gotta tell you how many people, right? We got to tell you.
Yeah, you got to tell me how many people. We're talking, just for the viewers, we're talking about Makeup and Mimosas brunch, drag brunch with the cast of Helen Heels, Apple Adams, Tearing Through You, and Suzette Vanetti, which is at Badlands every Sunday. 2 shows, 11:30 seating, 1:30 seating. So I'll need to know what time you guys want to come and how many people, and then I'll make sure that Suzette gets you a good table.
I need the warmest time.
That would be the 1:30.
Yeah,
that'd be the 1:30.
Noise.
That's what we got him.
I got you. 1:30. I'm in. And I do want to. I had some conversation with somebody about the Sacramento queer community. They are the cool kids in town. Like every time, the hottest clubs, the best bars.
Yep.
They're easily
hands down,
right?
Killing it. Yeah.
I hate that I'm so straight. Like I hate that part of my personality. Like I wish I was a little bit gay to be part of the cool kids. And I know
hang out with them. You know what I mean?
I know
you could be an ally.
I know it's kind of terrible to like fantasize. I know it's kind of terrible to like fantasize that I'm part of a group that's been like ostracized for so long in history. But like,
almost made it to the WNBA. So
yeah, Mama, you're already a part of enough minority groups. Okay.
I know I do check a lot of boxes, so that's why I feel like I'm okay to say that I wish I was a little gay so I can be part of the LGBTQ plus community because they are so awesome.
Well, what you just said is pretty gay, so you're already.
You know what? Like,
but I'm a big ally. I'm a huge ally. Like,
and I was gonna say,
this is ally as you can get.
This is a good opportunity to say, like, if you want to hang out in the gay community, you could just be an ally. You know.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I totally hang out in the.
There's a lot of people who try to, figure something out, like, oh, maybe I'll be pan, or maybe I'll be this or that. Like, just be an ally.
No, yeah, that's.
I'm
totally
just an ally.
Actually, I'm not even talking about any of that shit too, or just go enjoy the brunch.
Yeah.
Go like enjoy a drag show, or just like I don't want to be a part of any group.
Put some money in some gay pockets, right?
Yes.
Like that's a great way to support people, is by spending your money at a drag brunch, at a gay bar.
Yeah.
So
if you want to dance, though, they're the best dance clubs in town. So there's that.
They are, and Ellis, they know how to. I just got to say, I have contributed to the gay community tremendously because I have 3 gay children. So thank you. Welcome. I spread love and throughout the world, my seeds.
You're adding to the population.
I'm adding to the population. You know,
They are the. I do think it's cool that they are the cool kids in town.
yeah,
Yes.
Oh, it's the center of Midtown is
Mhm.
Lavender, the Lavender Heights district.
Yeah,
Nice,
absolutely. Aurora, where can we find you online, mamas?
You can find me Aurora Sing everywhere, every single place you can think of. I'm there. And also, the last time I went to a drag queen brunch, I did win a dance competition and was asked to come on stage to dance with the drag queens because I looked like I was having so much fun. And she went, "I want you to come up here." And I was like, yes!
Can
So,
you dance like your Haitian side, or you dance like other side?
it's my Haitian side, but my both Indian and Haitian have rhythm. Like they both can dance.
They do. Yeah.
So I'm in it. Yeah, I got.
You
some
have
moves.
rhythm?
I have rhythm.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Aurora Sing everywhere. Follow me.
Aurora Sing. And what's up, Steph?
Yo, Off the Chain show, Off the Chain podcast.
Great podcast, great show.
A&GE podcast. I am Steph Sanders everywhere. And yeah, that's it. I'm in Vegas this weekend, and then at Laughs in first week of April, come see me. I am Steph Sanders.
Oh yeah, let's push that. And that's it, Sacramento. That's it. Bye. We'll check you out next time. Thanks, Shappy. Love you guys. I'll see you later.